Hello and welcome everybody out there in YouTube and D&D land. Before we jump into the action, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoy this content. If you are interested in supporting us a little further, consider becoming a member here in our channel. Or you can join our Patreon down in the link in the description below. Get into our Discord server, hang out with all of us, participate in some of the fun bits. But let's get into the action. So, Sneak, what happened last session?
Absolutely. So we started off in what was very clearly a cult ritual room. Initiative was rolled. There were two cultists at the back, sort of either side of a big pair of double doors wrapped in chains, doing, cult shit. They then attempted to sort of start on what they were doing. Kai very helpfully had the idea to try and cast silence on them, but we were revealed to be under the watchful gaze of Mr. Trent Ickathon himself, who dispelled it, caused some issues for a turn until Kai Omiwa Shindaru's behind him and tried to kick his ass, and he just vanished, teleported himself out. Fortunately, it meant we didn't have to fight Trent, but he did definitely delay us a little bit. We have the idea to stop whatever the cultists are doing, because it made sense that they're trying to bring Baphomet into the world, so we need to stop them. We dispatched them pretty quickly because they're chumps, but all this does is release Baphomet. It seems like they were holding him back to let him recover some power or something like that. So Baphomet bursts through the room, knocks Sneak on his ass, and nearly turns his head into fine jam on the floor, gets him down to very nearly dead, and fortunately Sneak manages to get the hell out of there with some assistance, and thanks to the help of his cleric and sorcerer and warlock friend, manages to get himself healed up, and we carry on the fight. There's a myriad assassin that's mainly just running interference and being irritating. They get seen off by Kai and our very, very dear friend Skeeter. We managed to get Baphomet very nearly down, but once he gets down to sort of very low, 10 HP or so, he just swallows us all into the abyss, and we find ourselves stuck in the infinite labyrinth. The party's been divided. Skeeter, Terran, and Sneak landed in Baphomet's throne room. The others on the edge of the lake, the edge of the river Styx. They're offered by the ferryman to be taken somewhere else in exchange for a soul coin. It's rejected, and they start making their way away from the lake edge. Meanwhile, those on the throne room notice that Sneak is now taking on the aspect of Baphomet. Evidently his fell heritage has taken effect here and made him take on both physical and personality aspects of the Prince of the Labyrinth. Not wanting to wait around for ages finding Baphomet, Sneak decides the best option to get him to come to us is just to sit on his throne and try and piss him off into coming after us. So that's where we left, I believe, with Sneak, Terran, and Skeeter just chilling out on the throne of the Prince of Mazes.
Well, we left off with all of you stepping off the throne itself, since you, Sneak, can find your way through this labyrinth almost by instinct. And you were wanting to head over towards where your allies were. Now, Alistair, Kai, and Mercer, you've all been walking for about 25-30 minutes at this point. Every time you go around one corner, there's 3 more pathways that you can choose from. Every time you go by one of the pathways, there's another corner that you can choose from as well. Or that you run into. And it's beginning to get very frustrating. Before you walk around one edge, and you see the shadowy silhouette of Baphomet's visage moving through that open area towards the 3 of you.
Oh, fuck. You're sure arrested. So the visage sees us.
Well, no, you see the silhouette of it moving towards you.
Is there any place to hide?
Back the way you guys came from.
Yeah, Kai waves them back where we came from to hide.
Okay.
three of you.
Clink, 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 clink.
All three of
Maybe
you roll a stealth check, please.
Stealth.
A 9.
Jeez. What's that average come out to?
I'm at disadvantage.
Oh. 13. Does anyone in that side of the party see you with a 13?
Not me.
Nope.
It's great. The three of you back up and hide somewhere else around the other corner as the other three walk around that corner. Sneak in the lead, and Sneak, you're still looking for where they might be, but if they're coming from the ferryman, they would have to, head this direction. So yeah, you keep following after in that way.
I'm imagining Kai's the only one actually like hiding, and me and Mersha are just up against the wall closest to the corner.
The Kronk just.
You blend in so well. Everything's mute of color, so it's fine. Everything blends in. So yeah, the three of you keep walking. You walk around the corner, and Alistair, you see Sneak, Terran, and Skeeter. However, Sneak's horns seem to have grown a lot. Like, before he had a couple of horns, now he's like a full-blown buck.
I am to assume that this is reindeer in full winter or full spring.
Yeah.
Just like from the corner, you just hear an
The three of you look over and you see Alistair.
And there's a gun pointed. Oh, sorry.
hands in the air.
So
Sorry,
what is that?
Alistair.
I mean, we see a charged up Sneak along with Terran and Skeeter.
That's what I said.
Okay, I thought you said the visage of. Anyway.
I did, because you only saw his shadow and silhouette, which looks like Baphomet's down here with his horns. Now,
Kai.
you see it's only them.
Kai jumps down. Sneak, I never seen you so horny before. You had to say it.
Oh my.
You know,
Even in
I
this
would have liked to
situation,
think that I could expect better, but that would be a lie. It's good to find you all.
Even
Yeah,
in this-
sorry that about I am reacting to being here.
What were you
I
saying,
thought my
Alistair?
spontaneous horn growth was weird. Turns out you just get supercharged in here.
Yeah, no kidding. I think it's
Am I to assume that you're going to fight your father in glorious horned combat?
I really hope I don't have to do that. He's quite a lot bigger than me. We just came from the throne room, and I can assure you the throne is huge.
Okay, I
Bigger
got.
Guys,
So good.
you really need to focus when people are talking on the screen and stop interrupting one another. Please. It's getting really annoying at this point. All of you.
Well, it's not like we predict when somebody's talking,
Listen when they're talking, and you'll see when they're done.
but we start at the same time. It's just different, like lags in between.
Continue, Sneak.
Yeah, there's definitely more power going on, but if we encounter Baphomet, he's going to be even bigger than he was when he was first in the ritual chamber. I know roughly where he is. He's healing, but we need to catch up. I wanted to meet up with you guys first. Fortunately, I now know my way around, so let's get going.
Oh, well then.
Perhaps we should take a minute to heal up gather ourselves and then look for him.
We
Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I could go for feeling better, but if we take time to heal, doesn't that mean he gets to do the same?
That is the honest question here. There is the disparity between what he can heal in the same amount of time as we can. How's everyone looking? Because I still have some spells left.
I'm doing okay.
I know you are.
I think while I'm in here, my reserves are a little unlimited.
I'm kind of hurting, but ready to go on. I don't know how I'm supposed to tell you what health I'm at.
You're hurt if you're around 50%.
I'm hurt-ish.
Yeah.
Almost hurt.
Okay, so good news, everyone. I can heal you.
Well, let's do that and get moving. I don't want
All
to
right.
have to kill this son of a bitch again from full.
Good this time.
Now, out of character, I have a dilemma of trying to heal you well with a roll, or wait until we get to the right place and Beacon of Hope and start healing.
Probably Beacon of Hope is, I don't know.
Beacon-
Not supposed to
Beacon of
medicate.
Well, let's look at
Um,
everybody.
On it.
If you all put yourselves on the map and look at one another, or here, let's just move you over to the Tal'Dorei map, because I don't have a generic "This is the Abyss" map yet. So yeah, if you look at each other on the map, your hit points should be updated, correct? Sneak, you're at full?
Yeah, pretty much. Marsha did the good work.
Beacon of hope. Beacon of hope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beacon of Hope, and fucking 6 health per usage, and like a huge supply of them.
Yeah.
Like level +3,
So,
or
yeah.
like level plus con.
Everyone, I must say that I just got to say I'm having a lot of fun. It's going to be sad without you guys in a few hours, but this is just, wow. This has just been great.
Thank you. Could you not remind us?
So,
Oh, yeah, sorry.
with that being said, Skeeter is hurt. Kai is badly hurt. But everybody else looks pretty okay, at least when it comes to health. When it comes to reserves, Mersha is a little tired. Sneak is perfectly fine. Alistair, I don't think you use that many spell slots, right?
Yeah, I used my highest and a couple of lower, but that's
So you're
I'm half.
You have a little sweat on your brow then.
Yes, sweat on my brow, not a dent in my armor.
It's your guys'
Barely
call
used
what
the
you would like
hammer.
to do.
I
Sneak,
say we wait
you're,
until we.
Go ahead.
I say we wait until we pull the jump on it, so to speak.
Yeah, let's keep going. I do have a deadline, so Sneak, lead the way.
Sneak, if you all walk carefully, quietly, stealthing, it'll take you about an hour or so to get there. If you walk at a normal pace, you're looking about 30, 40 minutes. If you all run and hurry, 20, 25 minutes.
No sense in being too stealthy. As far as I'm aware, Baphomet will know most of what's going on in the maze anyway. But don't want to tire ourselves out. It'll take us half an hour to walk there at a decent pace, so let's go in.
What do I know is also in the internal maze?
Roll me a history a religion check.
Would this be an advantage?
Absolutely. This entire thing is about your cult. Well, your cult's about this entire thing.
That was a good roll. A 25 if a guidance is given.
Well, if you're thinking, I assume you can guidance yourself. So,
It's just there so we don't have to toggle it off and on again.
what you know comes from listening to higher ups speak while you were around, because everybody kind of just discredited you from paying too close of attention. And you're a really hard worker, so they assumed you just keep your head down and work and not really process information. But they weren't really prepared for you to take in everything. There are 600 layers to the endless maze, the eternal maze. Each layer is a replica of the one underneath it, but distorted and moved into a different formation than the previous one. It is believed by the cultists that the layers represent different factions, different worlds that had fallen into the Abyss's clutches and therefore compacted another layer on top of it. There are certain places inside of this maze that if you enter into them, you're no longer under the rule of no hunting, no killing, because then Baphomet would immediately know where you are and could just move to you. These locations are the Puzzling Hedge of Shendela and the Valley of the Crypt Things on Thanatos. The valley is supposed to be the middle section in the dead center of this plane. Unmoving, everything moves around it itself. The Puzzling Hedge does move very frequently, and if you find your way in there, then any creatures that lurk throughout it, as ancient of demons as can be, can attack you. Now, the last thing you know is that there's only one way to traverse between the layers, and that is through the Ferryman. Alistair, now you remember. The Ferryman is the only person or entity that is true neutral between the Hells and the Abyss and can traverse between them with ease. The layers of the Endless Maze are all attached to the side to the river Styx, so he can flow through one another and move to them freely. And that's everything you know.
And I'm just going to say, yeah, you're actually right about that. It doesn't seem too much to be up here. This is on this layer of the Abyss, or of the Endless Maze, right?
Every layer has the exact same things on it.
But it's just a different prefix.
Yeah. Everything is fixated with the valley, and everything else moves around the valley for each layer. Everything changes on each layer.
And Baphomet's hiding, is he hiding in a specific spot that has a name, or is he just somewhere in the maze recovering?
I told you the spot he was in.
The breeding grounds.
The incubation.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Close
Where the
but not
demons that die, not in the Abyss, return to regrow over time to flood back into the worlds, or to fight against the Hells.
And this man's just eating the soldiers.
Munch, munch, munch.
I mean, yeah, endless supply of demons, endless supply of...
But it ain't
Strength.
endless,
I mean...
technically.
There may be an end to the number of demons in the known universe. Nobody knows. Just...
But one goat will find out.
Yeah. Keep in mind, Alistair, you are fully aware of this, that the Abyss itself dwarves the entire universe of New Embrace. It makes the entire universe, open space and all, look like nothing in comparison to how vast the Abyss is. And it's supposed to be filled with things.
Yeah, let's hurry up before this thing eats anything else.
Certainly. I'm ready to end this.
Alrighty.
Let's get
No.
the hell out of here and kill my... I don't know what. I don't know.
Father.
His relationship
Who's
with
your
God.
daddy? Who's your daddy?
Yeah, look, let's do this. I'm kind of excited about meeting my true love in a little bit.
Oh, it's one of those apocalypse cults. Yeah, end of the world, you get your 72 virgins kind of thing.
Oh, no, you have one true love, and I long to gaze into her eye and feel the warm embrace of her arms and tentacles. And
Yeah, I was about to ask about the eye. Singular.
Yeah, no, let's
Leave his fantasy in his fantasies.
I would like all of you to roll me history checks as you walk through the Abyss.
I've got so much intelligence for this. Okay.
can I roll at disadvantage?
No.
Okay.
I mean, do you want to roll at disadvantage? I'm just seeing
Perfect.
there's a
That
reason
works.
for it that I don't really
Okay.
think would apply to why you would want disadvantage.
Okay.
Mersha. Oddly enough, you're the only one. As you walk through the endless maze, you start noticing portions of the walls that almost look familiar to you. And you move aside some of that, like, slimy ichor, and you see depictions of that place you always go to when you're dreaming. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know.
And you've seen this wall before. You can't quite place where, but this wall is incredibly familiar to you.
Okay.
Now, you're all moving at a normal pace, right? 30 minutes walk?
Yeah.
All right. So at this point, all of you have been in the Abyss for just shy of an hour. Moving through, feeling the terrain and its corrupting essence. As you are walking forward, Sneak, you look at the end of one of these sections of the maze, and directly in front of you is a large spattering of sand that stretches forward into a new area. The sand itself seems to be churning over with itself, over and over. And this is the direction you're supposed to be heading to get to the incubation chamber.
I don't like the look of this. Let's be careful. Hang on. Not like take it. Okay.
Oh, never mind. I was gonna say that I would take a rock and just toss it to see what it does on the surface.
You pick up a small stone, toss it out of the maze into the dunes, and it sits there until it churns over in about a minute or so, and it only moves down slightly, and then slightly, and then it's out of sight. Takes about 3 minutes or so for the rock to just get swallowed.
Hmm. How far does it look like this stretches on for? Or do I know how far it stretches on for?
You know that you should be within a few hundred feet of it, but with the winds that I described above, down here with the sand, it's visibility is 100 feet at best.
It's just through here. This doesn't go on for long, but I don't know. Alistair, how do you think you'll be able to do it? Creating us some kind of sled or snowshoes that will get us over the dunes, hopefully without sinking.
So, I tap on the side of the wall. Does this look worked, Joe?
What do you mean?
Like carved. Does it seem magical? Can I hit it with a hammer and it breaks?
Oh, this is absolutely magical. Everything down here is considered laced with magic.
Well, I won't be able to animate anything.
That's fine.
As far as I can see, it's just sand, stone, goop, bunch of leather for Kai. I need raw material here.
What's Latin situation like?
Everything down here is considered dim light. However, none of you are limited in view except object. So sand is an object that limits your view. So dark vision doesn't matter to any of you. You all can see as far as your eyes can see before an object stops you from seeing. But it is considered dim light.
The reason why I was like, wait, what did you say? Was because I heard, what is the Aladdin situation down here? I'm like, what the fuck?
Alibaba.
Ah.
Right.
Going through the desert. Arabian Nights.
Pretty much. How much rope do we have? I have
Enough.
50 feet.
Yeah, what, to tie each other all together?
But I was hoping that perhaps Kai could hop his way across and tie off a rope on the other end, and we could.
No, we're looking like several hundred feet at least. The rope's a good idea, actually, though. If we wrap it around each other's waists, tie ourselves in a line, if the sandstorm picks up, we won't get lost. I know which way I'm going, so put me at the front, everyone
I'll
else.
be at the back.
Hmm.
Keep a good line.
That should work.
So we have Sneak in the front, Alistair as the anchor in the back.
Put Skeeta in the middle.
You don't do that in the middle. All right, continue.
I thought that was his preferred position.
Taryn will be behind Sneak.
Oh my.
Oh my.
Mersha, Kai.
I'll be behind Sneak.
I'll go behind
Already
Kai.
claimed.
So, look at the map, everybody. Okay? This position's called Alistair, Skeeter, Taryn, Sneak. So Kai goes behind Taryn. Mersha, I assume you want to be behind Skeeter since Alistair deliberately wants to be the back?
Oh, yes.
Okay. So this is your guys' marching formation.
Yep. So we have.
You have 50 feet of rope. You tie each other to one another. How much slack do you leave in between each person?
I think we should do tie two pieces of rope together.
Okay.
Guys, what do you? I mean, back when I used to, tie the non-compliant together to take them to the tying post. We didn't want them too close together because it was hard for them to walk. We found it was much easier to.
We're going to get into that we're going to get into that afterwards, but okay. 20-foot gap. Nice, nice.
Each of you give yourselves a 20-foot gap.
No.
I think it would be.
You'll need a
Because if it's
lot more
100 feet
rope
of
than
rope-
that.
Yeah, but-
Perhaps 3 or 4 feet, just so that if one of us starts sinking, we won't drown. But it gives us enough room to walk.
6 times 5 is 35 feet in between. Yeah, I think we can do.
5 feet each. With
Yeah,
2 ropes, each of you have 5 feet between one another that you can at most be apart. You can be closer, but at most 5 feet apart from one another. And the strong points are Alistair, Skeeter, and Sneak, which means those of you in the middle aren't having much of a choice when it comes to moving them. You're more being moved by those 3. Alrighty. So Sneak, you step out into the dune. The moment your foot collides with it, Sneak, you lose all knowledge of the endless maze.
I don't like this. Hang on. Everyone step back. I'll step back onto the labyrinth.
Bing! You get all the knowledge back.
What's up?
So on the sand, I don't know my way around anymore. On the maze, I can navigate it perfectly. Do I know a way around?
Right now, you know your way around the maze as you did previously.
Yeah,
But
mean,
around
do I
this
know-
dune, the dune leads to the incubation. You know
then
that.
Okay, cool. Right, we're gonna have to get lucky. We need to go this way. I'd point in the direction. I might not remember that in 5 steps, so someone else should. Let's
Paper?
go.
Does someone
Would you-
have paper and a quill? You can write it down.
Not much use without a compass, and I don't think a compass is going to be much help down here. Just, it's this way, but come on, let's see what progress we can make.
Sneak
Off
steps
we
out.
go.
Bing! Immediately, yet again, you forget the exact pathing and the exact whereabouts of everything here. And you all just keep following. I would like a survival check from you, Sneak. Taryn can participate as well, since you're in the front.
So I get an assist.
Unless she
I
wants to
guess
roll herself.
I'll assist.
Okay.
Lord, Muad'Dib.
9. You have to trust that forward is the right direction.
I mean, it is. Just which forward?
Yeah, is it the back forward, the side forward? There's too many
Uh,
damn forwards. Whoever created direction is an asshole.
Yeah.
So,
Sorry, just the concept of like Baphomet being like the progenitor of the concept of directions, just to fuck with people in his own plane.
mhm.
Or he's just watching us go in circles, just like, these are the people that nearly took me out.
Seriously, these guys?
My only weakness, common sense.
There had to have been a problem with that vessel. I just... So anyways, you all begin walking out, and you hear the heavy winds of the desert whipping and whirling around you, slamming into your sides, and sometimes even cutting your vision down to directly in front of you. You can see the person in front of you at all times, but only periodically do you see the person in front of them. And very rarely do you see the person in front of that person as well. Your visibility goes down to 15 and 5 feet, somewhere in between. As you're walking through this area, you're starting to realize that your hearing is also being cut out. only being able to listen to something within 10 feet of you. You no longer hear your allies walking behind you as the winds are just whipping and whirling too aggressively at this point. Now, as you keep walking around, you head out to 300 feet, Sneak, and you haven't come across the incubation yet.
I feel like we're getting turned around, but I don't know any other way than just to press forward.
It's hard to see out here. Can anyone else taste the spice?
The spice melange.
What?
I point
Yes.
back at Alistair and send a message, the message cantrip, like, we're getting turned around, but I don't know anything other to do than to go forward. Can you see anything from where you are?
Sorry, I have half a mind to just go, what?
So, Alistair, roll me a perception check. With disadvantage, though.
I only use my game inspiration to make that even.
Go for it.
Here goes nothing. 19. Oh. +4?
I mean, if you're deliberately looking around, I allow you to guidance yourself. It's when you're not aware that you're making the check that I'm going to not allow you just to add it on.
Yeah, it's just always going to roll, and we just say, like, no, wait, you don't get it.
Yeah, that's all. So, 23. With disadvantage. Okay, that's good. As you're kind of like standing still, trying to take in the surrounding area, you do notice that you're starting to sink in the sand, and only until you take another step do you like step back onto the surface of the sand. So it seems that if you wait too long on top of the dune, you will sink into it. And it starts almost immediately as you are standing still. So if you stand still for like 6 seconds, you begin sinking. You also notice, amongst all of the wailing of the wind itself, that there seems to be one side of your hearing that the winds aren't pulsing from, which would give you the idea that there is an object stopping the wind somewhere in that direction. If it's a wide open area, the wind can just tunnel through everything. If there's a specific fixated object, think like a skyscraper, wind doesn't go through the skyscraper, so you don't feel it, you don't hear it. But yeah, you rolled high enough to know that there's an object that away.
I'm just going to respond to Sneak saying, I don't know. I don't feel wind coming from over here. Also, keep stepping. You're gonna sink.
Good. I lead the group in the direction that Alistair indicated. There might be like a larger object.
Okay.
Stand feels great on the glutes, eh? Right, Kai? Number 2?
Unfortunately, Kai, you are just close enough to still hear him. So, another 15 minutes of all of you walking. And you come across this tower. The tower stretches up into the sky 600 or 700 feet. And as you stand directly in front of it, it seems to be made or carved out of some brownish-looking stone. Though it looks natural, almost as if it was never chiseled. It was just always here. At the very base of this large, all-encompassing tower, that when you stand in the middle, you can't even see beyond it. Your periphery slaps against the tower only. There is an archway. A gargantuan archway. And further up this tower as well, there's more of these openings. Some small, some medium, some large, some huge. And it goes as far up as any of you can see on the tower itself.
I don't like the look of this, but it seems like we're in the right place. That archway looks like it'd be big enough for something that would sit on the throne.
It's just about right to me. Only one way to find out.
Couldn't agree more. Come on. Just trying to let's hope that he's here and we can get this over with and go home.
Alright. You all enter into this archway, where you see that the sand has settled, but it seems only like the sand that was pushed in here, not like a bottomless sand pit, I guess is how you would describe the outside in this area. As you enter into this tower, you look up above you, and the ceiling stops about 7 feet above your heads. Alistair, yes, you have to squat. There's markings on the wall. Scribings. In some language that I'm not sure if any of you can translate, but definitely not off of a cursory glance. You see over in the far corner, there's a body lying there, completely skeletal in nature. The arms seem to have been ripped off from it, lying at its side, but no contortion, no destruction of it. Almost as if the arms were removed after it was already in its skeletal formation. No armor, only a weapon by its side. A curved blade scimitar.
I wonder how he misbehaved.
Anyone feel like investigating the weapon?
I'll take a look at it. Is it familiar to me?
Are you proficient in blacksmithing by any chance?
Alistair.
I pick it up.
All
Is
right,
it
give me a
well made?
Give me a blacksmith check utilizing intelligence.
Hold on, I might have advantage on this. Expertise. Nope, I don't have advantage. I just have expertise in it.
I mean, that's still pretty good.
Yeah, you weren't joking.
27. The metal is not a metal that you are terribly familiar with. It seems to be a unique amalgamation between iron and some other metal that you don't know what it is that makes this blade. It's light, though. Like, incredibly light. The blade itself curves, as all scimitars do, but the handle itself has a curved edge to kind of like move over, where a perfectly fitted hand could not really lose or loosen the grip itself. Towards the curve of the blade, it juts very exaggeratedly, making it very thin at one point before bowing and creating a heavier side on the top. This heavier side, you estimate, is for people who wish to get more aggressive with their swinging. Somebody who wants to really hack on the side into somebody because you put the weight of the blade at the top instead of keeping it in the middle. But you can also use it as a slashing of sorts, as a typical scimitar is utilized for. It's a very unique blade with a very unique type of metal in it, and it is master crafted. However, it's not completed. It seems that whoever was crafting it failed their check to give it 3 slots. But with a little bit of tinkering, maybe a week of downtime, you could fix this.
So it's just going to like pick it up for a moment. And it's going to balance it on its balance it by the pommel on one of its fingers. Just is it balanced?
It is very well balanced, but it's not perfect. It's about a 1/4 ounce heavy on the handle compared to where it should be on the blade. And that's just barely enough of a disturbance to actually make a difference in a expert blacksmith's opinion.
Like, he tosses it back up, grabs it with 2 fingers. Well, I got no idea what this metal is. And that's interesting. And it's almost perfect. Like look at it. And he's going to balance it again. But it's
Wow.
not.
You should take that trick on the road. I'd
Just
pay good
like
money to see.
slow turn from being entranced by the craftsmanship to Skeeter. Yes. Thank you.
Worth taking with us?
Yeah, is there anything? Are we leaving? Or is there like a staircase? I didn't check. I didn't
So,
catch if there was.
further past this dead body, the skeletal body, you do see that there is a pit of dark brown sand and what appears to be a half-buried archway with more of that foreign writing on it. On the side of the archway is a bloodied handprint that seems scabbed over, dried completely. But that sand is definitely more colorful than the other sand that you've seen. More colorful than anything you guys have seen since you've been here, other than Sneak. Daddy made him pretty.
Okay. I'm gonna like poke at it with my hammer.
Poke at what?
The sand.
Okay. Boom. Boom.
Ah, shit.
You watch as this brown-colored, very large dog begins crawling its way out with 6 tails. Each of them moved into an oval shape with razor-sharp teeth at the tip of the tails themselves as it begins crawling out of the dune towards you all. I would like you all to roll me initiative, please.
Right, okay.
That happened.
Hey, Gerald,
Yes.
is my little icon on the map? Oh, yes, thank you. I could not. I got turned around.
As per usual, I'm probably gonna be bad. Never mind.
Yeah.
Actually, you get a solid plus 0.2 to that. So you go ahead of me.
Marsha does?
Marsha does. Marsha
come?
is faster than me. But Skeeter apparently isn't.
Guys, come on.
Be thankful it's with this thing instead of BBG.
Big
Right. I don't know why I've been rolling so low on initiative the last couple fights, but it's okay. Makes for a good story.
It's because
Yeah, it
in
does.
your heart of hearts, you know you're not going to need to survive all that longer.
Yep. And actually, that's a 9.17, Jiro. Because I rolled a 4.
Very good. 0.97.
Oops.
Come on. Load. Load.
So what's going to be eating us today?
That thing. So let's move that there. Alistair, you're like, right there as it's moving out. Everybody else is just spattered around everywhere. Hey, let's look pretty. We can rest a little bit. Woo, yeah. And let me roll its initiative. Oh, wow. Okay.
Ew.
Plus that many? Okay. Oh, hey, Dewhound goes first. Alistair, as you see this creature crawling out, you have 4 words before it starts.
Look at the little puppy.
Doing something. He's gonna say, "Oh shit, that's cute." Does count?
Sure. The creature is going to pounce out from the dunes itself and latch its body onto yours with all 6 bite attacks against you at once. Where's my other die? There it is.
What the fuck, Jared?
Oh, sorry. 6 tail, 1 normal. So 1 hit. Wait, what's your AC?
19.
19. So that number or higher. All right, 1 hit. 2 hits. 3 hits. The final bite of its actual mouth hits as well. As all of the tails whip around the creature and begin trying to stick and slap into your back itself. Only 2 of them actually find ways underneath your hefty, heavy armor, and you will suffer 11 points of piercing damage, 11 points of piercing damage, and then 11 points of piercing damage.
So 33 points of piercing damage.
And you are considered grappled by the creature.
Thanks. So that's down to that.
Sneak. Dunk, dunk, dunk.
Cool. What's that? Let me just...
Yes. You see the fiendish hound latching onto Alistair. What would you like to do?
Cool. I'm going to cast Shadow Blade at 4th level.
Yes.
And
Is that your highest level spell slot, I guess?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
yeah.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah. While you're down here, fuck it. You're a warlock. Just.
Yeah. And it's like, so what, you normally see the Shadow Blade that he casts from his ring, and it's, like a shadowy scimitar. This is like a fucking shadow greatsword that he wields with one hand. It's fun. Alright. And Snake's gonna run up and just hack into this thing.
All right, go for it. While the creature is grappling another creature, it itself is considered grappled as well. And you have advantage on your attacks against it.
Yes, I do.
Oh god.
Fucking hell. Yeah, do it.
Nice.
Natural 20! Oh yeah, add your dueling in there, So that'll be 36 points of psychic damage. How does this thing feel about psychic? Oh yeah, it's not a big fan. As you take your weapon and slice through the creature itself, it leaves almost like an echo of your blade inside of it as the creature wallows out painfully, screaming loudly into the air. So what's that, 36?
Yeah.
It's blood. It is really, really hurt.
Sweet. I mean, that's all I've got, because I only have 1 attack, because lame.
Terran.
I will lean over and just... The fuck is that thing? And just unload into it.
A couple other words. Pain!
Oh, does only have advantage because it's grappled?
Yeah, you do, but yeah. Just in case you crit. Just in case
But
you crit.
not the rapier. This.
It's the same roll. Soul Breaker. 21 hits.
Yes.
Freezing. That's normal fire damage, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's resistant to your normal fire, which is only 4, so minus 2 damage. So 16 plus 10 is 26 points of damage. How do you want to do this?
Just right in its ugly face. Just let him go. And then he doesn't, just pop.
As the creature's maul is like trying to bite onto your hulking neck, Alistair, a single shot pierces into one eye, explodes through the other side of the head as the body goes limp and falls down into the sands itself, dead.
Mersha, are you okay? Did he get you?
I feel great.
What's going on?
I'm okay with a musical session, but everybody needs a good fucking microphone, or I will. I. Karaoke's one thing. The expectation is bad. just
Alistair's kind of just like, it was like in the air for a second, being held up by the tentacles. It's just like let back down, tentacle sticking out of him,
You alright?
and he's just going to wipe the gunk that just splattered onto him off of his face.
That gunk is
Out of the
sand.
body. Oh.
So, as you're sitting there, all of
Well,
you
it's
looking at this
everywhere.
creature, you see its body turns into that brownish-looking sand, rolls into a ball, and begins rolling out of the tower very slowly.
Well, that's weird.
Alistair and Sneak, or anybody proficient in it, religion check.
Kai just pokes it with his staff to keep it from leaving.
Dunk. Alistair and Mersha, both of you are aware, thankfully Kai did this. When a demon dies, it returns to the incubation to heal.
Follow that rolling ball of sand.
You mean the one that's at stopped at my feet?
Yeah, let it go. We'll follow it. It returns to the incubation to heal.
Oh, shit. Yeah, that makes sense. Good thought.
So this is a good idea, Sneak.
I mean, as good as an idea as following a demon back to its chamber of resurrection to kill Baphomet is.
And Mersha's smart, so we should listen to her.
It's all right.
-1 smart.
Skeeter smart.
I don't.
Alright.
You run
just
a
like-
bit. She runs a business. She's very successful. Great meat. Just amazing intellect.
Skeeter does
I
in
would
fact
be-
love Mersha's meat.
Oh my.
I have a feeling Skeeter calls butchers meat artists.
Oh.
Oh my
Do you
god, that's
not?
what I'm gonna refer to myself as.
A meat artist.
I love it.
I love it.
Oh
Oh.
my god. This group, I can't.
Right? Right?
Not
Look,
the bad one
alright.
today.
Look, half of us are the stupid variety. The rest of you are the horny variety.
Alistair, the wounds at your back you feel are still like a little bloodied. Like they're still dripping a little bit.
Hey, Mersha,
Yes.
I've got holes in my back.
Yeah, but
Don't
should
call me a hole.
should we go ahead and let the ball go? And we were gonna heal when we caught up, right? Or
We can walk, and I'll patch Alistair up as we go, and she'll take out the healing kit and just walk
Alright.
up and start slapping stuff on his back.
So, if I remember correctly, you have already healing kitted Sneak. And who else? There was one other person who was healing kit already.
Kai?
No, Kai was on the other side of the battlefield like the entire
Skeeter.
time.
Just Skeeta.
Skeeter.
Was it me? Yeah.
Yeah. So the two of you still cannot be healing kit again until you short rest. And at
It was
this
Sneak
point,
and Skeeter.
Yes, you've already healed those two with your healing kit, so not until they short rest. You can do Alice there, that's fine. But we just need to keep track of this because, you know, you guys are pushing forward for a fight. Keep in mind, you've all now been in the Abyss for just over an hour.
I raises his eyebrow at Skeeter, but looks back at Sneak and lets the ball go.
I will look
Alright.
back at Kai and raise my eyebrow.
Which one? Can you do either or? I can't.
Not when I'm thinking about it.
Yeah. I can only do the left. I can't. Like it doesn't go.
As the
I can
ball,
only do the right. The fuck?
The ball does continue to slowly roll.
Dankeschön.
So
As
you all
Maybe
follow.
it's kind of like football if we like kick it and then see, not real hard, you know, so we can stay close and then we can see if it adjusts direction. And if it keeps going straight on its next roll, we just kick it a
I
little bit.
should follow it. Just
As-
run after it.
Well, let's ask Marcia. You're smart.
How slow is it moving?
Roughly about 10 feet per round, which is very slow.
Does anyone have a spell that can speed it up?
Skeeter has a foot. Like he just.
it.
Wait, we
Oh,
lost someone.
Oh, Tara, no!
No!
The
Kai,
ball
I did the
mushed
soup
her.
on side with the gun.
Kai takes his staff and just plays croquet with it, knocking it toward the,
Aw.
to the door.
So, yeah, they're just going to fucking shut about it every time it slows down.
Yeah, you just tap it a little bit so it goes a little bit faster, and then you see if it adjusts which direction it's going.
We're playing mini golf with it.
I mean, it's faster than it moves, so yeah, like that's yeah.
Playing mini golf with it, but every shot is the rough.
So,
And
yeah,
I'm
you
assuming
all-
we're tying ourselves back up. Oh my! So that we can walk through the sand.
Oh my.
Let's go with that presumption, sure.
Until proven wrong.
So, you all continue following after the ball. Periodically, Skeeter has to scoot it with his foot. Is that putting Skeeter up in the front then? Marching order, people? Karen will be behind Sneak no matter what.
Marsha wants to be in the rear.
All right, let's just redo the line of people.
Yep.
So-
Hocus's internet shit out. She'll be back in a moment.
Yep.
Okay, so
Skeeter. Ball. Alice there. Mersha. Who's next?
well,
Hi, Sneak Terran.
Mersha wants to be in the back. She's patching me up, so
We'll put Mersha behind you.
so it's just random assortments of this.
Yeah. Kai probably behind Skeeter.
Sure. I really, I don't know. I read like an American, so like I do this.
Yeah, it's easier so you don't have a top and a bottom.
That's too much effort. You're putting in way too much effort in all these jokes, man.
It's unbecoming of this game.
Let's be real. With this game, that's the expectation, for Christ's sake.
While we're
Any-
tying up.
Yeah.
While you're tying up, Kai looks over to Sneak. So I gotta ask, your horns are bigger. Is anything else bigger?
Oh
What is you gonna
my.
shove up your ass?
We've been here like an hour. I haven't had the time to check.
Oh, really? I was. That's the first thing I checked.
I know it would have been the first thing you checked, Kai. No, I have not. But no, it's all the same, Kai. It's all the same.
And if I can only hear Kai, right? Not Sneaks.
I'm
Well,
trying
if
to
you guys are just leaving, you can still hear him. It's only once you're in the dunes that you can no longer hear each other.
I was trying to whisper to Sneak, and I won't bother rolling a perception check.
There's no point. He wears pants.
Yes.
And not tight pants.
Not like my shorts.
Yeah, Skeeter, it's easy to tell what the temperature is. Sneak, not so much. So
I
anyways,
take the temperature of the room. Okay, anyway, let's go.
there is a 30% chance it's raining right now.
Did that motherfucker just says he dictates?
Anywho, you all begin following the magic ball. About 20 minutes go by. And then you all, with your ball, enter into an open area that the sands are no longer rolling or tolling through everything. You see, to two of you, a very familiar sight. However, everything is slightly discolored. Wait a second, is dynamic lighting on? Ah.
I mean, we haven't
There we
even
go.
moved now.
No, but I want to make sure dynamic lighting's on before I move the map. Kai and Sneak. As you are traveling around, you guys might want to change your direction of view to downwards. You recognize the funeral home you all spent a little time in for a short period of back in your earlier days of travel. Back when you came across this cultist group. You came here to speak with Reggie for a short period of time. You remember, this location is a sanctified church to the Queen of Ravens. And down beneath it was where they were performing all of their rituals. And for some reason, it's here. Though everything is filled with that same discoloration, there's a consistent fog rolling through the area. And as you are walking through here, you see the ball begins rolling a little quicker, but you can easily stop it.
Yeah, Kai stops it, keeping track of which direction it's going.
It seems to be moving forward and downwards.
Isn't this where we found the ritual to create the first vessel? Sorry, the second vessel?
You've been here before, Sneak?
I mean, not here necessarily, but somewhere that looks exactly like it. I mean, it can't be exactly the same place.
Should we kick the ball back out into the sand dune really far? Because you know where to go from here, or should we still follow the ball?
How quickly do these things recover?
None of you have any idea about that.
No.
Yeah.
No, keep following it. I think I know where it's going to go, but let's make absolutely sure.
If it's rolling,
Kai first, then Skeeter. Go ahead, Kai.
If it's rolling, I assume it wouldn't make much sense putting a rope around it, like a leash. And Kai just kicks it forward.
Dunk, 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 dunk. Skeeter, what were you saying?
I think I was just saying, go ahead, Kai. That's...
Okay. So, you easily dribble the ball, and it seems to be going this way. Please follow the demon ball, everybody, as you are moving.
Follow the bouncing ball.
I still have a black screen, so I'm waiting for
Yeah, me too.
Roll20 to catch
Top
up.
right.
Oh, there I am. I went everywhere but the top right.
Yes. That's usually the problem.
Mercer's token isn't set up yet. That's why.
That would be the problem.
Mercer, what's your passive?
13.
There we go. Now you should be able to see.
Thank you.
Sneak number 2, everyone. Should we untie ourselves or stay tied together? I'm getting a little claustrophobic.
Yeah, I think we're probably okay to untie now. That's fine.
I'll
I
untie
don't
myself.
think you're thinking of the right phobic.
I'll untie myself and hand my rope to Kai.
I tie myself and pass it back to Sneak.
Alrighty. Everybody takes back their personalized ropes. Sorry, I'm just updating Mercer's token still. Why is Roll20 so fucking laggy? Okay. So, the ball continues rolling. All right, Roll20, you can respawn now. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 seconds. 5 seconds. Okay. This is a paid service, everybody. As the ball continues to roll downwards into this area, Sneak and Kai, you both recognizing the place that you first encountered Reggie. The place where you talked to Lady Teresa, the Grand Archpriestess of the Church of the Queen of Ravens. And the ball continues to roll in this direction.
How big is the ball?
Medium-sized, once it's all scrunched up.
Kyle,
So,
should I
like,
pick
3 feet by 3 feet.
also 3 feet. Okay, that's half my height. Okay, so it's bigger than a basketball.
It's like a medicine ball.
Well, Kyle will pick it up and see if he can figure out where it's going just by holding it out in front of him.
Okay. It was going into this area, Ratmaher.
Yeah, occasionally I put it down just enough to figure out where it's going and pick it back up.
Okay. It's going in there. As it moves past the threshold, it very suddenly disappears from sight.
I fumbled my hands. Fuck. Okay, well, I guess this is where it was going.
Why is it always in the creepy church?
When isn't it?
Exactly. Like, why? Always. Alright, in we go. And Sneak's just gonna push the door open.
You push the door open, and you see that there is what looks like a cellar drop down below. Nope, not there. Here. I know it's hard to see because everything's lagging so fucking much, but...
Wait, this one or?
I've been holding left click for like 10 seconds now. I don't. Yeah. I pay this app
This?
$20 a fucking month.
So are we? Which?
There you
I'm-
go. Someone else can ping.
I'm calling it on my phone while everything gets reset. It started over again.
No worries.
All we've done is we followed the ball. We would kick it a little bit, followed what direction it was going to be in, and now Sneak and
Hi.
Kai, was it Kai or Alistair?
Hi.
Sneak and Kai recognize this place as where they met Reggie before.
All right, I'm just fucking refreshing at this point. I'm moving you guys off that map because I'm done with maps on Roll20. It's dog shit.
And so we're like in this new space that Sneak recognizes.
Gotcha. Okay.
And we untied ourselves from each other, and Kai is he's got the ball, and every once in a while he'll put it down to see how it rolls and then pick it back up,
And now it's
It
disappeared.
disappeared.
and then it disappeared. Yeah.
Also, it's the funeral home, if it's not already obvious that you met Reggie. And
You know what, y'all? Before the fight, let's go on break. We'll be right back. Hello and welcome everybody out there in YouTube and D&D land. Before we jump into the action, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoy this content. If you want to support us further, consider becoming a member or becoming a member of our Patreon, where you get to join us in our Discord server, hang out, and maybe even join any of our pay-to-play games. Alrighty. Where last we left off, the party had just traveled through the endless maze thanks to the insight Sneak was granted about the territory and everything filled inside of it. As you are moving through, you came across this large dune of rolling sands that almost churn themselves as you were moving. You decided to wait a moment, tie yourselves up to one another, giving yourselves about 5 feet of slack, and travel in. As soon as you stepped out of the endless maze, though, Sneak seemed to have lost his direction of where he was going, where everything was. You stepped back, you put 1 foot in, put 1 foot out, 1 foot in, shake it all about. And then you decided to continue along the journey. Thank you, somebody likes my jokes. You continued along the journey and got lost in the middle of the dunes, even though you had a direction, that direction, but it's not here, so it wasn't there, apparently. The Abyss sucks. It sucks to be here. It's really confusing. So then, you asked Alistair to take a listen to see if he could find out anything. And he found the location of some type of structure down here that was stopping the wind from pressing in you from a specific direction. So you decided to go there. After going there, you discovered that this was some type of tower in the middle of the abyss that sat here. And it seemed almost natural, but it had all these markings for large creatures to come out of. As you entered inside, however, you all discovered that there was a dead body, been there a very long time, and the only thing that remained was its scimitar, which was a very unique blade that Alistair doesn't really know the origin of, which is a fascinating little thing for him as a practitioner of blacksmithing, metalwork, weapons, armor, all of that fun jazz. After investigating a little further, you found that there was a smaller pit of sand that was a darker color, a darker brown. And after pushing against it, this fiendish hound crawled out of it with these 6 tails, and all of which went slamming over towards Alistair quickly. Unfortunately, a few of them did latch onto you and hurt you quite a little bit. After all of that happened, however, you decided to jump into action. Sneak upcasted his best spell at no cost to himself at all, since he is, well, gaining lots of power just from being in the abyss. And, of course, Terran finished it with a single blast to the fucking head from a weapon made by a devil. Wonderful thing, isn't it? Anywho. After you killed it, the creature turned into a little ball. Alistair was patched up a little bit by Mersha, and then you decided to follow the ball as it seemed to have been returning back to whence it came, into the incubation zone. Since all of you figured out if demons die, they go to incubate and regrow. So you follow it. It'll lead you there, right? It led you to a location, one that Sneak and Kai certainly recognize. An old church that they had interacted with, where they first met Reginald, the Volstrucker who had defected from the Empire and who was working with them to take down the Myriad itself. Though this seems to be some type of echo of that same location. Certain objects, certain structures about it are different. Not quite exactly 100% the same, but similar enough that you can make the correlation very simply, very easily. After following the ball over towards what appeared to be a small little box door, you let it go just a little further ahead, but once it entered into the door shut and it disappeared. Now, all of you stand there on the outskirts of this ancient church to the Queen of Ravens, deep inside of the abyss itself, which is apparently the incubation chamber of demons. So, this is where we pick up, everybody.
I think this is going to be our last chance to get ourselves ready. I don't think that there's, well, it's likely that whatever's waiting for us on the other side of that door is Baphomet. So, patch yourselves up, folks. This is gonna be rough.
Seriously, you really haven't checked yet?
Is
Okay.
there?
Well, let's short rest.
Okay. First of all, is there a crack in between the bottom of the door and the floor?
Yes, there is.
I'm going to take a peek.
Roll me a perception check.
Now one, Sand and I.
Yep.
A 23.
Yeah, get all your good rolls out of the way now. Yeah, okay. Anyways, you peek underneath the doorframe. There appears to be a well with a ladder going down. You see this pulsating purple energy emanating from the well itself. But it's only a faint glow. And as you look down there, you all hear...
He's down a well.
Well, I'd say that confirms our suspicions on where he is.
I don't think we've got time for an hour.
Well, no time like the present.
Who tries the door?
Well, Sneak has the big horns. Why don't you and the stuff? Why don't you go try it?
Is that an abyssal version of Big Cojones?
Before he goes, he gets a kiss on the cheek from Tan with Indonesia. You won't have to worry about it after this.
Piling on death flags.
Sneak, since now you've been down here for an hour, over an hour at this point, give me a charisma save as a whisper roll, please.
Dun, 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 dun.
Make sure it's a whisper.
Or it doesn't count. Okay. Okay. So you reach towards the door, Steve?
There goes nothing. Push.
And you open it wide. Inside of this tiny, tiny little box, there appears to be a well with cryptic writing. Yet again, something that initially none of you quite understand at a cursory glance. And there appears to be a ladder that goes down deep into this well. The room itself is only about 5 foot by 5 foot, so no more than two of you could fit in here comfortably at a time. You could squeeze all of you, but somebody's going to be grabbing somebody's ass. Maybe Kai, but I'm not going to just assume he's the first one to do it. So, you look down the well. It drops down about maybe 80 feet or so before you see a landing that has this purple sloshing liquid rolling back and forth. And then you all hear,
You come for me.
Is there a rope and bucket for this well, or is it just a pit?
it's just a pit.
No ladder.
You,
Right.
my darling.
There is a ladder. There is a ladder.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was getting bored of waiting in your throne. So I'd come looking for you instead.
The entire well and ground around you trembles with his clear, frustration. And then you all hear very heavy footsteps shaking the ground. I want all of you to roll me a perception check.
Sneaks transfixed on talking trash.
It's more important.
You's a bitch!
What's your name?
What's your mom?
Ezekiel! All of you hear the footsteps of Baphomet, trembling the entire area. None of you are quite sure where it's emanating from, the shaking and quaking of this monolith of an entity is a little more than you can really comprehend. None of you have been in the presence of a creature this large before. It certainly sounds heavier, stronger, deeper than before. But Taryn, last minute, you hear a single exhale from behind you. And I need everybody to roll me initiative. Taryn, you're the only person acting on the surprise round.
Okay.
Oh, little daddy put on some weight.
Little daddy.
What you talking about, mate?
You fucking what?
You got a license for getting stabbed?
Boy, have you got your stabbing license?
Oh,
I got a license for stabbing. Why? Why
You
the
got a
fuck?
license for that knife wound?
Please tell me he rolled on that one.
he did. He rolled a nat fucking one. Oh yeah, I have to open up his character sheet again. Sorry. 1 second.
I'm sorry, but
Does that mean he dies instantly?
No.
It means we don't.
So,
So,
I'm waiting up
surprise
Baphomet to-
round.
okay, sorry.
Taryn, you hear the grumbling exhale of this creature as you are the only one spinning around in time and look up at this massive creature, maybe 80 feet away from you, towering larger than the building itself. Looking down, this is a lot bigger and his wounds are almost completely healed. He had a short rest. Go ahead, Taryn. You're the only person acting on the surprise round.
Using my grip point for advantage. This is here. And we're firing at him.
Such
Go
conviction.
for it.
And
Ah, shit. Here we go again.
21 just barely hits. Luckily, his hulking size is massive, but his furs, his massive size itself, kind of absorbs the impact slightly. This is a hard motherfucker to hit. Go ahead and roll your damage. And because you had advantage, you do have sneak attack. Okay. Let me look at his resistances again. Your fire damage he's resistant to, so -4 on that one. So that is 11, 25 plus 2 is 27 points of damage. You all nearly go deaf for half a second as the blast shoots into the creature's head, and you all realize, oh, he's behind you. Next shot, Taryn. Oh yeah, that hits. Were you grit shit pointing again? You didn't declare, so.
Oh, I only have one.
Alright, no problem, so you didn't. It's fine, 26 still hits. So 3 down to 2 by 15 points of damage. The second shot rails up towards this creature, slamming into his forehead before he then continues to move forward. Anything else, Taryn? You're all grouped right outside of this tiny little area.
I am moving my 35 feet outward.
Move yourself. We can use the directions on the map, no problem.
Okay,
but
I can't see anything.
you can't see anything?
I have very limited range. So
out here.
Is she still
So
stuck
there
in the
it
old
is.
map?
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, each hex is 5 squares, or each square is 5 feet, so.
Yeah.
So you have a 60-mile radius.
A 60-mile movement is what you can do. Or 65. Or 70, I guess. 70, yeah. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, so there.
Not half. Wood! Anyways.
But I can't see the whole map, so.
Alright, save settings.
Yay!
Now can you? Okay.
Yes. Thank you.
I just have to turn it off and on again.
It was probably just Taryn because I saw everything perfectly.
Shouldn't be a glitch. Not with that budget. Anyways. So
You
Taryn,
say
boom,
that, but
boom,
Bethesda.
run. Right, but that's the expectation from shitty companies. So thank you for the correlation. It is a shitty company.
See?
Alrighty. Now it's his turn. Baphomet.
Oh, no.
It's a surprise round. Nobody else acts on the surprise round except for the individuals aware of it. Unless any of you are immune to surprise, please tell me. There's a feat that does it.
There is, but I don't have it. It was on my list.
I think observant, is it?
Alert.
Alert.
Alert. And
Alert.
None of you are on alert, so none of you act on the surprise round except Taryn and him. He is going to dash over towards the building and use his magnificent size to gore through each of you. I need a strength save from... Oh, he can only hit 4 of you at once if you are all together. So we'll go with Skeeter, Kai, Sneak.
So what am I rolling?
Strength save.
18?
18's high enough.
Lock those horns, bitch.
10 is not. 11 is not. Jesus. So, he slams against the ground and pulverizes the entire area with his massive horns, raking across the ground and scraping against 3 of you. Sneak, you manage to grab onto one of the horns as it stabs partially into your stomach, but hold on to it in order to not be thrown around freely. The other 2, however, you are stabbed in the side with these horns and thrown, knocked back 10 feet and prone. That'll be 17 points of piercing damage to each of you. Sneak, half, because you were successful.
Is that 8 or 9? 9.
17 halved is 9, yeah. After that, he is going to raise his hand upwards, and you watch as sand dunes begin forming, and he summons his heart cleaver into his grip. Now we're at the top of initiative. Kai, Jesus Christ, is that what it's like when you ambush people? Ugh.
You didn't sort out the turn order.
Yeah, actually, I'm first.
Oh, my bad. Skeeter.
That's right. All right. I was knocked 10 feet back, but that still puts me...
And prone.
And prone. What is it? Half movement to get up?
Half your movement to stand up. And I think you're at 40, right?
Yeah.
So you have 20 more from there.
Okay. So I'm going to get up and I'm going to run and charge him, and I'm going to leap and try to... As I get up, I get giddy with my mania.
Do you still have one?
Yes. I've been keeping track.
Okay, yeah.
So I'm going to get up, jump up, I'll giddy, run over, leap, and I'm going to try to. So that's 5, 10, 15. Get him like behind, like on the knee with my grounded sword. And
Shing. Go for it. Are you going to reckless or no?
No, not yet.
Okay.
I'm not going to reckless. Is reckless a bonus, or is it just
No,
declared?
it's free. You declare before you attack.
Okay. But I can choose on any attack, but then once I've chosen the rest of the attacks, or is it for that round?
You choose before you take the attack action.
Okay.
And then
Anyway, I'm not going to do
everything's
reckless.
at advantage, but until the beginning of your next turn, everything to hit you is an advantage.
Yeah. As a player, I'm a little nervous, so I'm not going to reckless. Okay, so first attack.
Okay.
20 to hit.
20 just barely misses.
Okay.
You swing your blade over towards his knee and it slaps into the side, but he's far bigger and his hide is stronger than it was before.
All right. Second attack.
Rude.
Same.
Should have raged.
So misses, yeah. Well, he is
Should have.
raging, but yeah.
I am raging. I'm going to have my shadow runs up beside him, and my shadow is going to take an attack with the sword. So that's called Unleash Incarnation.
Yep.
Yep.
You have a finite number of times you can do that between long rests, I think.
Here we
Go
go.
for it.
Come on, baby.
Da.
30.
That hits.
All right. Check out my damage. 11.
You're rolling
And it-
twos.
I am rolling twos.
Yeah, so change it
Too
on your
bad.
sheet. It's supposed to be 2d6s. Wasn't it doing that last week too when we fixed it?
It might have been because like you didn't fix it on the no, that wouldn't make sense.
Nothing with this app makes sense, so let's just try to fix it again.
I see Terrence just jamming out.
Yeah,
I mean, rage damage should be a flat 2.
Yeah,
right,
rage
but
damage
your
is flat
weapon attack is not. That's the whole
I mean,
problem right now.
That's equivalent to dealing a constant minimum damage.
So that's 2d6.
As you reroll any ones or twos the first time around.
Are you Great Weapon Fighter?
too.
The feat. Great Weapon Master.
Yeah, I'm looking. I don't remember. I don't.
No, you
Oh,
are
I
not.
am.
You...
I do have great weapon. I do have great weapon.
Fighting, not Master. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, it's
The
fighting
fighting
that does
style
that.
rerolls.
Yeah.
The fighting style rerolls. The feat gives you a sharpshooter buff for swords.
All right, I just changed it for you. Go ahead and re-roll your damage.
Okay.
Hey.
17.
All right, so that 17 points of damage. You take your massive blade, and this time your echo moves over towards it, and your echo looks a lot more solid than it usually does, and stabs
Cool.
into him.
And I'm assuming one of my ancestors pops up.
Absolutely. Are you all
And
done?
that is my. Get him, number 2. Let's get him.
At the end of
I'm
your
pretty
turn, he
sure-
will use his first legendary action to heart cleave you, Sneak. And he will reckless.
So it's
He
straight
gets
roll.
disadvantage on it though, right?
So it's a straight attack.
Great attack. Yeah.
Alrighty, that hits.
Yeah, okay.
21 points of slashing damage. Right through you.
It's cut in half. You got resistance.
Oh, 11 points. Nice. Alright, Kai, now it's your turn. Oh yeah, move
Okay.
the other Skeeter up there.
Running
yeah, sorry.
past him, I hit him twice with my quarterstaff.
Stand up from prone, and then you move 5, 10, 15, So you lost 25. Yeah, you can make that. Okay.
Thank you. That misses.
22 hits. 22 hits. He reckless. He wants Sneak dead.
Well, I can't disagree with that, but
Is anyone else sweating like a holy man walking out of a massage parlor with media?
Yeah.
I thought you were going like a whole in church, but that's
Flipping them. I'm flipping the.
does he affected by poison?
No, he is not.
So 8 points damage.
Yep.
And then
You slam your quarterstaff up into him.
aiming for, of course, the balls. Yeah, I'm probably missing that one.
16 absolutely misses. You swing up and you hit his balls, but it's almost like colliding with concrete. Your quarterstaff almost bends underneath it. You've never met a foe like this before.
I'll kick him and then no, and knee, and missing that one. Okay,
balls
Go for the balls
concrete,
again.
knee.
Crack. Just.
If
Yeah,
his balls
that
are
is.
concrete, the rest of his body is steel.
It's a Balchinian.
guess that's it for me.
Alrighty. At the end of your turn, he will use another legendary action to cleave against you. Still reckless. Oh, he wants you dead. You sat on his throne. Sorry. It's only the next attack, right, Skeeter? I need you to answer that because
It's
if he
all
had
attacks
advantage, he
against-
got a nat 20.
No, he does not have it.
I think it's all
attacks
attacks.
against
Let me double
another
check.
target.
Okay. Cool.
Remember, Jero, I played as a. I played when I was playing Elias. I played the same exact barbarian.
19 to hit.
Good barbarian.
Sneak, 19.
19 to hit does not.
He swings his cleave down towards you again, but this time you move your horns and parry it. Though he does throw your head back down with the force, a kink in your neck is a lot better than a no neck. So, yeah.
Oh my.
Anyways, Sneak, your turn.
Oh, it is. We're taking another 4th level Shadow Blade into hand. And I have advantage to hit him.
Yeah.
So I'm going to step up and bring myself in with the advantage Shadow Blade.
This motherfucker has a heart cleaver. I have a shadow cleaver.
Yes!
Yeah.
This
and
time
this
when you
time-
summon your blade, it does look exactly like his cleaver.
Yeah.
Though you have to two-hand it, obviously. Just... Oh, psychic damage. Yeah, that's normal against him. He's not... There's no way this guy would be immune to psychic. He has feelings. Minus 21, minus 16, minus
His
2.
favorite being
About to be
Schadenfreude.
hurt.
Feelings.
Those feelings are about to be real hurt.
You slice through him one single time, and you all watch as the echo of the blade moves through, and then almost like a chain attaches to him and anchors down to the ground, dropping his knee before he raises again. Sneak, you're not sure what that was.
I'm about to get bitched. Unfortunately, I've only got one attack, I think. Second wind is a bonus action, isn't it? Yeah.
Yes,
so
it is.
I got nothing else.
Terran.
Pop.
Advantage. He made a
Yeah.
mistake against the rogue, but he's not very smart.
Yeah.
He's not very smart and very angry.
22.
22 hits.
The dog
The fire
hanging
is half.
on my background turn.
So minus 3, so that's 12.
Minus 2.
12 plus... The explosive damage was 5. Half of 5 is minus 2. Yeah, you're right. Wait. 6 goes to 3. No, stop. You're screwing up my month. Math. Half of 5, rounded up, is 3. So you remove 2 points of damage. Okay. So 13, 25, 28. He's looking a little hurt already.
We're popping him again.
Go for it.
Nope. No, we're not.
It shoots again this time, but realizing that you're still here, the Blind Fury subsides long enough for him to catch your bullet again and throw it to the ground.
And bonus action reload, and I have area behind me that I can back up, right?
You have about 25 feet before you hit the dunes.
All right, I will do 20, just to make sure I've got some distance.
Now, he will use his third legendary action to heart cleave yet again, Sneak.
Oh, try me.
Damn it, I rolled advantage again. Let me re-roll. Just... Yeah, that hits. That hits.
Okay.
21 points of slashing damage, down to 11.
And then I'm going to use my reaction
Mhm.
to do my spirit shield. So one of my ancestors is going to reduce your damage by 2d6.
2d6.
Ba-ba-da-ba, da-da-da-da. So minus 6, so you only take 5.
Fucking got a fucking Prince of the Abyss reduced to dealing 5 damage.
That's like level 1 PC damage. You're muted. You're muted. What were you saying?
I was just saying, don't gloat yet. It's still going. Let's wait.
Yeah.
Don't tempt.
Alistair, your turn.
So, I want to back up a bit. 60 in that. For like this-ish direction.
Mm-hmm.
I want to double check where... Oh, it's 30. So, yeah, 60 feet. Or 60 miles, apparently.
Yep.
I'm gonna cast Beacon of Hope, hitting all of my friends and none of my enemies, including myself, because I am my own friend.
You all are filled with that hopeful power of way too much fucking healing. Okay.
And also a bit of heartburn.
Yep. All done?
Bonus action. I'm gonna go invisible for a turn.
Are you running away?
Yeah, I'm backstepping a bit, just in this direction.
He'll take an attack of op against you.
Ah, God, invisibility did nothing.
Does a 19 hit?
It matches.
Then that hits. 21 points of slashing. Also half, down to 11.
Did you roll it without advantage?
Yes, that was a straight roll. That was a low roll.
I'm aware, but like, fuck me, right? Okay, so
yeah.
21 halved to 11.
Mm-hmm.
And none of us are the
59.
wiser.
Well, you
That's
see
not
blood. That's clear.
Yeah.
Shing.
Oh, that was neat.
All right, so
Well, it's not clear, it's red, Jiro.
Huh?
You said, you see blood, it's clear. And I was like, oh, no, it's not clear, it's red.
It's clear that you see. Anywho, con save, invisibility's gone. Wait, do you have advantage? Are you a warcaster?
I am not.
Okay, it's gone. Oh, wait. Oh.
That wasn't invisibility.
Beacon of Hope's gone, everybody.
All right, next turn.
Yeah.
I was hoping that I wasn't within range of him because I was 15 feet away from him.
Mm-hmm. He will use his last legendary action for the round to make one more attack against you, Sneak. 23 to hit.
Shield?
Sneak,
Do you have that spell?
you're
Sorry,
muted.
That's a hit.
Huh?
That's a hit.
Okay, I'm not sure if you have shield, so I have to, yeah. 11 more slashing. Shing! Also,
Oh, I do have
I
shield.
need
Nothing-
3 con saves to maintain concentration on your spell at this point. We've skipped over all of them. DC 10. Oh, are you shielding?
Yeah.
Yeah. Would you look at that? It doesn't matter. Ping! Nice. Alrighty, Mersha, your go.
What are the two other con saves that he needs to make?
For concentration on his spell. So still give me those con saves. Mm-hmm.
Oh shit, yeah.
Yeah, so go ahead, Mersha, your go. You can just roll. We'll know.
I have one clarifying question.
Yes.
You know how you used mass healing word last time? And we haven't rested or anything?
You used it. You've used mass healing word once, and I think it was your spell slot. It wasn't your augment.
Okay, so I have one more use of it on the augment.
Mm-hmm.
If I have another spell slot left as well, am I allowed to do another mass healing word with that last spell slot, or can I only do it once?
You can do it again with your last spell slot, but you'll have to wait until another turn because you only have right now one bonus action.
His beacon of hope dropped for this round.
Yeah.
Okay. I am. Okay, I'll do an augment. Well, can I see Taryn from here? Is she looking rough or okay? Can I tell?
I'm good.
Taryn looks fine. Kai is bloodied. Sneak is hurt.
Yeah.
Skeeter's hurt. You're perfect.
Okay.
Alistair's hurt.
Bless it.
Help the boys!
He's invisibly hurt.
Okay.
Yes.
I will do mass healing word with my augment.
Okay.
And that's main action, not bonus, right?
That is your bonus action. So you roll it once and everybody gets it.
Okay.
So it is 1d4. Yeah. Plus 4.
Okay. Select R 1d4.
All of you heal for 8. As you heal Sneak, you notice Baphomet heals as well.
Oh my god. I healed Sneak and Baphomet healed. We have to murder Sneak.
Whoa.
Love your thinking.
There's a very loud click of a gun about 50 feet away from you.
Love your passion. Never lose it.
Yeah, Kai's eyeing you as well. Don't fuck with Sneak.
Oh, Sneak's the only person Kai likes.
Invisible judgment from the side.
At this point, he likes Alistair as well.
Oh, that's nice.
Hey.
So you still have your main action, Mersha.
Yeah, and healing light is bonus, true?
Yes. You have Cure Wounds, you have your healing kit, but you've used it on Sneak, Kai, and Alistair already, so your only option would be heal Skeeter, but then you'd have to get within melee range of Baphomet.
Is that true that I... with one of your cantrips.
Is that true that I haven't hit Skeeter with a healing kit?
You hit... Oh no, you haven't hit Kai. You hit Skeeter, Sneak, and Alistair, right?
That's what I thought.
Yeah. You haven't hit Kai. I know. Yeah. Sorry, it's a lot to keep track of. Thank you very much.
No, it's good. I'm gonna hit Kai with the healer's healing kit use.
All right, so you run up behind him.
I would like you, but you seem to like Skeeter, so association, all that. 6.
You heal for 20, and Baphomet also no, I'm fucking with you.
Oh my god!
All done?
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of run away a little bit though, like there.
He does not have multiple reactions, so you're fine.
Okay, good.
All right, now it's his turn. Oh wait, wrong one.
When was this a JRPG?
Yeah, no, let's just go back to the other one. It's so much better. It's so hard to find good combat music for climactic moments, you know? Like, you need a professional fucking composer or some shit. Okay, cool. Be safe while driving, please. Okay. At the start of Baphomet's turn, I need... Hi, Sneak, Skeeter's clone. That's 25 feet? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, yeah. And Alistair, all to give me a Constitution saving throw. Oh, wait, and Mersha. Mersha's within 60. Mersha, you need me to roll for you, don't you?
You apply the roll for me. I can't get my sheet up.
Yes, that's true.
I got an 18. My Echo got a 23.
Okay. I have to roll for Kai. Who got the 18, Skeeter?
Peter did, and then the Echo got 23.
Okay. Alistair, Sneak, and the first one I rolled, which is Mersha. All three of you fail. You feel the frightening presence of Baphomet. It rips through the entire air. What?
I rolled a 15.
You rolled a 15? I see 16. Plus 1, 17.
Hi.
Kai rolled a 15?
You said...
Oh, yeah. And Kai. Yeah. All right, fine. Skeeter and Skeeter are the only successes. Everybody else, you will suffer 15 points of psychic damage. As you feel his ripping tyranny over top of each of you, kind of almost forcing you to bend a knee to him. But none of you want to do that. So you suffer the damage. Now, he will take his action.
Didn't he just use his last legendary action before this turn?
It's his turn. That's just his presence from being in his aura. Yeah. Hey, Sneak.
This is bullshit. Who playtest your material?
He's gonna reckless Sneak.
That's fair. That's allowed.
Yeah.
Whose great idea was it to go to the orphanage? I forget. Kidding.
Oh, wait.
ASAC.
Never mind. He's not gonna do that. He is going to stab his fists into the ground and rip up a wall surrounding in front of him, putting him between Skeeter, Sneak, and Kai as his action. After he moves, he summons a wall of stone.
Okay, so did he enclose himself, or did you leave one specific person that he has direct line of sight of?
Oh, he has line of sight this way.
Oh.
Now that his wall's up, he is going to begin his charge towards you, Taryn.
Sure.
Do I get attack of opportunity?
You can definitely swing at that wall.
Yeah, I was about to say, do you punch through a wall?
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alrighty. Skeeter, your go.
All right, how tall is the wall and how wide?
The wall is 10 feet tall, 5 feet wide, and 20 feet on each of its 3 sections. It's 10 feet tall.
Okay. Son of a gun. Okay, so I'm going to, the wall screwed me up. I am going to, of course, that's what it's supposed to do. try to run 10 feet, and then I don't remember how high jumps work, and try to jump up and get myself over the wall. I think I can reach it because I think it's
high, jump, D, and D. Movement. Let me read it real quick. Trace travel, mounting, forced march, march, difficult terrain, special terrains, climb, swim, crawling, jumping. Long jump, no. High jump. You can jump into the air a number of feet equal to 3 plus your strength modifier. If you move at least 10 feet, if you move at least 10 feet on foot immediately before the jump, you make a standing high jump. If you make a, yeah, you get that if you get on foot. If you're making a standing high jump, only half that distance. So it's number of feet equal to 3 plus strength modifier, which for you comes out to 8. You can high jump 8 feet, but if you're doing a standing high jump, it's only 4.
Okay. And I
but
think
it's tall enough
like
for you to jump and grab if you want to.
Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna run at it, jump, grab, and kind of flip over the wall to get to the other side.
All right. I'll say that is going to be 15 feet of movement, or 10 feet of movement. 10 feet of movement to climb and fall down to the other side.
Okay, and then I will use the remaining of my movement to my thingamabobby is also doing this. My echo shadow.
He has your exact movement, so he can do it. Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm going to continue running toward the horny guy with the rest of my movement. So
you use 20,
10,
you have another
15,
20. Or sorry, you use 10, you have another 30.
To be clear,
Yeah,
you're
so I
not
can get
sneak, right?
cool.
Yeah.
Say again? Yeah, I'm not talking about when I say horny guy. I don't mean sneak it. Well, not right now.
Not in this instance. Anyways.
Not in this instance.
So he's now going to use 2 legendary actions to make his charge attack against you, Taryn.
Right.
Taryn, I need you to give me a strength saving throw.
Strength saving throw.
Oh wait, he has to gore attack you first. And then, yeah, he definitely hits you. Definitely hits you.
Well, that's
oh wait,
nice
he
strength.
reckless. All right, it's only a hit. He didn't crit. 21 is a failure. As he runs up towards you, you will suffer 17 points of piercing damage as one of the horns slices into you, and then you suffer an additional 16 points of piercing damage as he lifts you off the ground and slams you hard into it another time. You are knocked prone directly in front of him as he's now growling and standing over top of you.
Could I have uncanny dodge that?
To half the
use
damage,
an
yes, you
attack?
can. Yes, you
And
can.
you can
Yeah.
also get resistance on that, so you'd only be 17. and then
She
you
only
have-
gets that if you hit him.
I haven't
turn.
attacked it. It's my whole turn.
It's when you hit him, then you grant those abilities on your turn.
Right.
If
so
you
Yeah.
don't hit him for a round, you haven't hit him for a round.
I haven't.
Last round, you just ran up here. Right?
Well, it was on my turn, and I did my movement, and then you were saying he was goring her, so I never got my action, right? Or is the
I
long
am
jump an
so
action?
sorry. I am so sorry. Yeah. No, long jump was not an action. Go ahead and take your attacks.
Okay. So, and I was thinking we were still in the last attacks. Okay, so I'll do my attacks.
Yeah. All right.
Whew.
Before we get too
Oh,
far,
man.
Tira, what was the damage on that?
Well, hold off on it for the time being because we might not even happen. So go ahead, Skeeter.
Yeah, I'm sweating like
Normal
a-
attacks yet because he hasn't reckless yet.
Okay,
He recklesses
that's
when
fine.
he's about to hit her.
Oh, I was scared. I'm not gonna reckless. God, you almost got me too. But okay, so first attack
Swing, bada bada.
and a miss.
That misses.
Second attack.
Greatsword flies into the distant dooms. Oh, never
Natural
mind.
20!
Woo.
Yes. Go ahead.
It flies back.
Okay.
Okay, so that is 22 points of damage against him.
Mm-hmm.
22. That one, okay. And now
And-
he has the disadvantage and yada, yada, yada,
Okay.
yada.
Yeah. And then now I'm going to go ahead and those are my 2 attacks, and then my Echo's going to swing once too, because
Unleashing Karn.
we got to get him down or we're in trouble. 30 to hit.
That hits.
$19.
Ooh, he's looking a little rough now.
I'm sweating.
I know, I'm like,
I'm sweating because it's hot, but yeah. All done?
And then that's my turn. We're good.
Now the gore, the charge, yada yada. Okay. Let me re-roll. He was recklessing. So that is a dirty 20 to hit.
yeah, that'll hit.
Okay. Now it is 21 points of slashing damage. You already gave the strength save. Or you roll again. Just roll again. Let's yeah. So 21 plus 16 is 37, and you get to half that.
Right. So 21, 16 is half, so 8.
No. 21 plus 16 is 37. Half 37, which is...
So
18, 19.
19.
19. You take 19 points of damage from it.
Alright.
Your token is projecting 0.
I'm typing, I had to get a calculator. Alright, then look.
I was scared for a second. I was like, that shouldn't have one-shotted you. Like,
Nah.
Does she gain resistance?
why? Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
she
you're
does.
resistant to it as well. So 19 halved as well. Because Uncanny Dodge gave the half. So,
10.
10. You take 10 damage.
So plus 9.
Yeah.
Yep.
You can't do this math to me, Jiro.
Can't do it to my damn self. Kai, your turn.
Okay, he will run up to over here, hitting twice with his bow and smack him with a knee.
Go for
The usual target.
You have advantage.
Ah.
24 hits.
Nice.
The bollocks are soft on this side.
You go from underneath. For 12 points of damage.
So now he's playing pinata instead of pool.
We need to get Kai some spiked knee pads.
23 also hits damage. For another 10. Oh, he's looking rough now.
And then let's see, unarmed. Doesn't hit, I don't think.
19 misses. Alrighty. At the end of your turn, he is going to continue his onslaught with now his heart cleave against you, Taryn.
Right.
Yeah. That one's a natural 20.
Oh,
So,
God. Straight roll.
31 point. Oh, wait. No. He has. Oh. Uh-oh.
Oh god, he's got brutal critical, doesn't he?
No, he has a much scarier ability than that. Taryn, I need you to give me a con save.
I'm using my game advantage.
Yeah.
25.
That is just barely a success. As he takes his heart cleaver and skewers the tip of it directly into your chest, you feel it go right beside where your heart actually is, with a burst of necrotic energy before you stumble backwards, and you feel your heart stills for 4 beats before kicking back in to yourself. So now it's just 31 points of damage, halved, down to 16.
And then I'm going to go ahead and use my reaction
Mm-hmm.
to reduce it by 2d6 turn. Man, I'm nervous.
Roll your
You'll
2d6,
notice.
sir.
The madam just
So minus
nearly
8.
got insta-killed.
From my understanding of Heart Cleaver, I'm sure it was trying to rip it out.
Yeah. Alrighty, Sneak. Your go. He
So-
may have just made a big mistake by going after Terran. Go ahead.
Yeah. So what do we got for distance here? We got not long,
That-
25
That's
feet.
25. 25,
can
yep.
fucking catch
I
it.
just got really lightheaded.
I think I realized why I eat so much during our gaming sessions. I think it's stress eating.
It's just, I stress drink. I understand. It's just,
Question.
I go through 3 of these a session anymore. It's go ahead,
With-
yeah.
With my new horns, do I get a bonus action gore attack?
You have a charge ability if you would like to use it.
Hell yes.
All right. Well, give me a gore attack. You are proficient in this, and it requires strength.
Excellent. So what would that be, just like a strength roll?
Strength plus
just-
proficiency.
Come on, Popeye.
So
Plus
11
an extra
plus
4.
proficiency 4, so 15.
That misses.
26
You-
actually.
Ooh, he reckless, didn't he?
Yeah.
He did.
Yeah. You
Okay.
charge up to the side and gash your horn into the back of his kneecap. Roll me 1d6 plus strength. And what is your charisma spellcasting modifier?
8.
Well, he's successful. You don't knock him prone.
Yeah, my DC is 18. So D6
Yeah.
plus 4 damage.
D6 plus 4.
Oh, sorry, I just
Nice.
hey, I gotta say something real quick. Like this a couple of minutes back, where I got Kai into the mix of that aura. I was just thinking to myself, oh, the rules lawyer giveth and the rules lawyer taketh away.
D10, please. He suffers an additional 3, halved down to 2, from your attempt to charge gore him. That is your primary action.
Oh,
Pretty
that was,
sure you can-
that was my whole action. Lame.
Well, you still have
Is-
quicken
is the
spells and
shadow-
shit like that.
Oh, Jared,
Is the
that's
Shadow Blade considered a light weapon?
Still 3 points left.
Not right now. It's a giant fucking cleaver.
It's
I was
a dark
about-
weapon.
It is
Uh,
considered finesse.
All right, Skeeter, you're getting kicked.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna pop my second wind because
Alrighty. End of your turn. He's going to go for Heart Cleave again against you, Terran.
I will take what you love.
Shouldn't he be attacking Kai?
Why?
I don't know.
Oh, he can tell.
That seems self-defeating.
Terran, that hits.
Oh, son of a bitch.
21 points of slashing damage, halved, down to 11. Con save.
Can't find your token. Where are you?
Wait, is that? But I thought it was. What?
You all watch as his cleaver stabs directly into Terran's chest and pulls out aggressively. Terran, you immediately drop to 0 hit points.
Is she
You'll find
dead?
out if you go to look. Terran, can you whisper roll me a death save? You're not dead.
Oh.
He just drops you to 0.
To this moment where she rolls a natural 20.
Please mark that. Alice there.
Oh, fuck! Fuck shit, fuck shit, fuck shit, fuck shit. As I'm going to run to Terran's side. I'm like immediately palm in face breathing. Oh fuck. Hey, shut the fuck up.
And Kai was actually going to give a healing potion.
Hey, it's not your turn and you only have 4 words. Keep going, Alistair.
Fuck shit.
Okay, what are you doing?
Why is this the one character that doesn't have Spare the Dying?
Holy sh!
Come on, what are you doing? You see her
Alright.
lying on the ground, blood spilling everywhere from the open cavity in her chest.
You don't
All
have
right.
any healing magic, Alistair.
He's not a cleric. Continue.
I've actually been lying to all of you. I'm just a very proficient bard.
Give me an idea.
What are you doing,
God,
Alistair?
no.
What are
Okay,
you doing? Yeah.
I'm gonna look at Mersha. And I'm just gonna go back and do the whole like CPR giant bald fist pound.
Okay. So
And
you're
I'm
attempting to
going-
make a medicine check?
I'm going to ball fist a level 1 cure wounds.
Hey! Boom, boom.
My actual
Terran.
economy is a bit fucked.
Taryn, you feel a heavy, warm slam in your chest as you open back up your eyes, and there was nothing. It was dark. It was just dark. However, thank you, Alistair. Baphomet also heals for 9.
I'm just gonna point at Baphomet. You shut the fuck up.
She dies.
Can I be in the way?
If you want to put your entire body in the way over top of her, you may.
I'm gonna do that.
Okay. Taryn, you have Alistair standing over top of you holding his hammer out now. That's the end of your turn.
Mm-hmm.
Mersha, your turn.
Okay. Can you guys hear me all right?
Yes, we can.
Great. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going over to Taryn. I'm going to cast Dimension Door as my action, take her super far away, and then as a bonus action, I'm going to use up the remaining 2 healing lights I have on her.
20, 25, 30. Wait. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You're 5 feet shy of being able to reach Taryn.
Son of a bitch!
Exactly.
Sorry, the
Okay.
effect of that.
That was so good, though.
Her Baphomet's showing. That's just...
Okay. I guess I will. Oh, son of a bitch. Okay. I guess I will. I still have. Okay, I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on her.
You're 5 feet shy. You can't reach her.
I can't with anything.
If you dash, but that's your action. You've been staying on the outskirts of the fight, and so is she. Opposite sides.
Oh my god. Okay, fine. I'm gonna dash and throw. No, I'm gonna go as close to her as I can, and then I'm gonna do the cantrip infestation on the big Baphomet guy. I guess.
Infestation?
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
Can't
Good
remember what that
Baphomet,
does.
please.
He can't fail unless he rolls a 1.
Okay.
He did not roll a 1. There's bugs on him.
Baphomet already has, please.
You still have your bonus action. If you still want a healing light or something, I don't...
But I can't reach Taryn, right?
Healing
Healing
light
light's a
is
30 foot.
range. Dimension door, you have to touch.
Oh, yeah. I'll use the last on her.
I'm to assume that she said last 2 lights on her.
Okay. Taryn, you heal 5. So does he. All done?
Yes.
Now, it is his turn. Con saves. All of you.
On saves. I'll do advantage because I'm gonna use it, so you lose it.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my game advantage too.
All right, all right.
Not that was any good.
Guys,
And
Give me a second.
Sneaker's gonna lose all his friends and become the lonely prince of the abyss.
18's the DC, so that is Sneak who is successful. Everyone else, 15 points of psychic damage.
Out again.
Baron drops down yet again. Alistair, are you putting your full body as cover over her? He'll have advantage against you. He's going for her, very clearly.
Okay, can I give a little bit of a what do you call it? Swan song here?
What?
I'm just gonna look at Sneak and I'm going to say, you better fucking kill him. And I'm going to give cover to Terran because she's the holder of the gun.
So you cover her entire body with your massive self as a shell. As now he has advantage, but straight roll because Skeeter's ability is still going. And he is going to heart cleave against you. $23.
19. Fuck.
21 points of slashing damage, halved down to 11, as he gashes through your back. Move! Natural fucking 1. In his rage, he goes to stab down directly towards you, but that horn in the back of his knee twists him slightly so the blade sticks into the ground, and he's forced to use his third and final attack this round against you again, Alistair. That hits. This time, he cleaves, just gashing directly through your back for another 21 halved to 11, as it pierces through your entire back, and you are now bleeding out on top of her as a ragdoll. Skeeter.
all right, I love Skeeter, but if I can remake him differently, I will. I am going to bonus action. My shadow will appear, and I'm going to recklessly attack myself. I'm not going to attack myself. I myself. I'm going to.
Okay, he did just reckless, but rage, anger, fear, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Can't roll for inertia.
25 to hit.
Oh.
25 hits.
Plenty damage.
20 points of damage. You gash into his back again, and the blood is flowing freely.
And again,
Go for it.
this time I'm gonna do like a little spinning strike to spin around with greatsword.
Go for it.
30.
30 hits.
Or 18.
I swear, the amount of times you rolled a 19 on the die, you should have just been a fucking champion.
You gash at him a second time as he then is forced to drop to one knee, and you see the only thing keeping him up right now is sheer force of fucking will.
And then my Echo's just gonna take two-handed sword and jam up. Please.
Go for it.
Oh, I thought I was going to be to do a killing blow.
26.
How do you want to do this?
Oh, man.
Woo! My shadow just takes the two-handed sword and goes up and just impales him and then twists and pulls it out.
As you slam your blade up into his chest, you all watch as it rips and pierces directly through Baphomet, and he is then dragging backwards down onto his knees and being forced down towards Skeeter. The only distance between him and the ground is the distance Skeeter is sitting there as he is holding it, and the echo pushes the blade, cleaving all the way up the back as he collapses back onto the ground. However, we're not done yet.
Was not.
Hi. You see that massive wound, since he is inside the incubation chamber, is beginning to already seal. What are you doing?
First of all, is Terran up?
No, she's down. And Alistair's on top of her. Full body cover.
So I can't go over and, well, I'll walk over to her, and I guess I can't give her a healing potion.
You'll have to move Alistair off.
That would be an action, so I can't give her a healing potion after, correct?
That is
Can
correct.
I use multiple words?
Yes.
Get Alistair off her.
I'll look up Sneak, and then I will heave Alistair off of her.
I meant heal him, but okay.
Give me an athletics check, please. Alistair weighs like, what, 500 pounds I think we settled on? Something around there?
Oh,
It's only
yeah.
rolling, so it's not incredibly hard. But it's higher than a 10.
Do I have access to his mouth?
To Alistair's mouth? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah.
This is not how I want to die.
But is it how you want to live? Like, all right, yeah.
I'll grab him by the hair, pull it back, and jab a basic healing potion into his mouth.
Alrighty. Roll the dice, and Alistair. Oh my god.
What's
Yeah.
a basic healing?
2d4 plus 2. But Alistair, you are lying there prone, but you can at least move of your own free will.
So
Not stand
9.
up quite yet. Alrighty.
And can you use a bonus action on the big guy, or was that
To
tied
kick him?
it?
Sure. You can kick him. Why not?
And then I'll kick him in the balls. Yeah.
Alright.
Okay.
Gravel into his eyes.
Alright, Sneak. Your go.
Yeah, I'm just gonna calmly walk around to where Alistair and Terran are, and like gesture to Alistair to move as I pick up Terran's hell pistol. I'm just gonna take it in both hands or level it at Baphomet's head. Like, as she can't do this herself, I will have to do it for her. Bang! And try and unleash whatever power is left in this soul killer pistol.
Give me a charisma saving throw, Sneak.
That's on brand.
You hold the pistol directly at the head, and you begin squeezing the trigger and trying to command it to do something, but it seems to be fighting back against you. The weapon does not seem to accept you as a wielder of it. So you do a standard shot into the head with the pistol.
Okay.
Anything else, Sneak?
I miss. Yeah, I got nothing else.
Terran, death save, whisper roll, please. Please mark that down. Alistair.
I'm just gonna look. Wait, what? Didn't anyone have anything to heal her? Okay. Just, again, hand on forehead. Just tap, 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 tap. Wake the fuck up.
Terran. For the second time in a row, you feel that pulsation of energy move through you as you rip back upwards. Alive. You see Sneak holding the pistol, and it seems to be turning this blackish color as he looks frustrated at it. And you see Baphomet's wound slowly sealing as he lies there. You're muted. No, you're not. Sorry, you just weren't.
I have my hand up for my gun.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to resist this. Just take it off me.
So you have your gun?
Are we still in initiative?
No.
Just
Oh, it's just
really
on the side.
fucking slow getting up. Just. This is for me and for him, and consuming flames.
You all watch as the barrel of the gun ripples with this strong, deep red energy that turns into an intense flame that pushes against each of you. And you all see the illumination of your own pigmentation return in the glow of this flame down here in the abyss, as you shoot and consume the body of Baphomet with the full force of the Hell's fire itself. As the body ignites into a flame that purifies into a white and starts breaking apart with ashes everywhere. Congratulations, everybody. This is where we are ending the session today. Players, thank you all very much for playing. Viewers, thank you for watching. And when you see us next time, we'll be a level higher and heading out to our next mission. See you around next time.